want to talk about logarithms in mathematics, and we want to solve some important log questions. Number one, find the value of log 32 to the base of 2. This is a question we are supposed to solve today. How do we do this? By the time we explain logarithm, you should be able to solve this question. So in logarithms, if you are given log of a to base b, you are supposed to find the answer. So if you are given log a to base b, the value needs to be found. So this time let's express the value as c. According to the principles of logarithms, log a base b to c simply means a is equal to b exponent c. So when I see log a base b, it simply means a is equal to this base to the exponent of this value. So it can be written this way. This is a principle of logarithms, and I'll be giving you some of the rules in logarithms to help you solve more questions. Alright, so now our question here states that let us find log 32 base 2. What is the value? Let's call the value x. We don't know x. So our job here today is to find what? X. So according to the principle we saw here, this can be expressed as 32 is equal to 2 exponent x. Is that okay? So when you compare this, that is what we've done here. So now we are supposed to find x. What can we do to make the base here the same as the base here? So this base here is giving us a clue. And so we want to find how many times 2 will multiply itself to give us 32. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2. Okay, so let's put it here. 2 times 2 is what? 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2, 32. So how many 2's did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 32 can be written as 2 to the power or exponent of 5. 32 is the same as 2 to the power 5. And we say that it is equal to 2 to the power x. So if 2 to the power 5 is equal to 2 to the power x, then x is equal to 5. Therefore, the answer to our question is log of 32 base 2 is equal to, this is our answer. Simple. So when you are given a question like this, you are supposed to apply this principle, which is the main rule in logarithms, and you'll be able to find your answer. Okay, so I'll give you another question. Question 2. Find the value of log 64 base 8. Find the value of log 64 base 8. How can we solve this? Find the value of log 64 base 8. Okay, so we can say that log 64 base 8 is equal to x. So this implies that 64 is equal to 8 exponent x. How many times will 8 go into 64? I have 8 times 8. 8 is what? 64 already. So this will give me 8 to the power 2, and this is equal to 8x. That means x is equal to what? 2. Therefore, the log 64 base 8 is equal to 2. This is our answer. So if you understand this, then you have understood the basics of logarithms. This is the first step to understanding logarithms. Let me give you one more question to solve. So try your hands on the next question. Alright, so question 3. Find the value of log 27 base 3. I want you to solve this for me. I'll give you how many seconds? 10 seconds, right? So solve this for me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. You. Okay. Find the value of log 27 base 3. So according to the principles of logarithms, log 27 base 3, we are supposed to find the value. So let's say the value is y. We don't know y, so let's find y. This can be expressed as 27 is equal to 3 to the power y. So how many times will 3 go into 27? So we have 3 times 3, 9 times 3, 27. So 27 is 3 to the power 3 equal to 3 to the power y. So y is equal to 3. Therefore, log 27 base 3 is equal to 3. This is logarithms. This is the first principle of logarithms, and these are very basic questions. So as we advance, we will start dealing with more difficult questions. Alright, let me give you one more question to solve, and we will talk about the rules of log. So I'll just discuss some of the rules of logarithms with you. Alright, number 4, find the value of log 0.25 base 2. Solve this. I'll give you 10 seconds. After we solve this, I'm going to discuss some basic rules of logarithms with you. And next time, in our next lesson, we'll look at the laws of logarithms. Today, I'll talk about some basic rules that anytime you encounter such situations, you know how to deal with them. Alright, so let's solve this. So log 0.25 base 2 can be written as log 0.25 base 2 is equal to, let's call it x. So our question says we should find the value of x. What is x? So x can be written, or we can continue like this. So this means 0.25 is equal to 2 exponent x. So now, how do we handle a situation like this? 0.25. Now, we know that 0.25, and if you don't know, you have to know that 0.25 is the same as 1 over 4. You have to know this. 0.5 is 1 over 2. 0.25 is 1 over 4. You should know this. So you can express decimal in fraction form. In mathematics, sometimes you should know how to express a decimal in fraction form. So that is it here. So if I have this, I know that this is that. Now, when I have 1 over 4, you have to also know, according to the rules of mathematics and indices, that 1 over 4 is the same as 4 to the power negative 1. This, it means this is the same. And let's continue. This is equal to 2x. So now, how many times do 2 go into 4? 2 times 2, 4. So 2 going into 4 2 times, right? So this is the same as 2 to the power 2 times this negative 1 over here, which is 2x. And let's break this down. 2 times negative 1 is the same as negative 2, equal to 2x. Therefore, x is equal to minus 2. So, log 0.25 to the base of 2 is equal to negative 2. This is your answer. So as we progress in this topic, you will start encountering more difficult questions. And so you need to start getting used to solving difficult questions and applying the laws of mathematics, and any law of mathematics you can find that relates to this to help you solve the question. Alright, so let's talk about some of the basic rules of logarithms, and after that we'll end today's lesson. So, the first rule I will talk about today, remember there are other laws of logarithms. I want to talk about one of the rules. The log of 1 to any base, let me call this A, is equal to 0. So log 1 is always equal to what? 0 to any base. So for example, if you have log 1 base 7, what is the answer? 0. Let's try another one. If you have log 1 base 2, who can tell me the answer? Log 1 base 2 is what? It's 0. So the log of 1 to any base is 0. This is one of the rules in logarithms, and so you need to keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. So I'll be telling you some of the few basic rules, and next time you know how to handle these kind of questions. Keep this in mind. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about my second rule. The second rule of logarithms that I want to talk to you about is that the log of any number to the same base is equal to 1. This is another rule. So let's try an example. If you are given log 8 base 8, who knows the answer? It's 1. How about log 52 base 52? What is the answer? 1. This is simple. Let's try one more. Log of 8. Sorry, I've tried 8. I can't use 8. Log of 5 base 5 is equal to, you got it right. Log of 5 base 5. If you said the answer is 1, then you are correct. You are correct. You. Alright, let me wipe the board and add one more. Now, listen. When you are given an expression like log 3 and you are asked to find the answer, what do? So we say log 3. What's the question that comes to mind? What's the question that comes to mind? So the question that comes to mind is, what is a base? Now, according to the rules of logarithms, when the base is not written, then the base is equal to 10. So this is the same as log 3 base 10. This is the rules of logarithms. Alright, how about log 7? Find the value of log 7. What do you mean by log 7? Okay, so if you understand this rule we are discussing here, log 7 is the same as log 7 base 10. So now we can solve it. To solve this, we can say that log 7 base 10 is equal to x, and so 7 is equal to 10 to the power x. How do I solve this? So find the value of x. We don't know x. Whatever x is, it has to give us 7 in the end. Alright. So let me give you one question to solve. After learning these 3 rules, I want you to solve this question for me. What is the value of log 10? Who can tell me the value of log 10? What is the value of log 10? What is the value of log 10? Okay. If you said 1, then you are right. If you said 1, then you are right. Because according to the 3rd rule we learned, log 10 is the same as log 10 base 10. And any number to the same base is equal to 1. Now, let me give you another one. What is the value? Let me wipe board. What is the value of log 100? Who can find this? What is the value of log 100? You have to understand this. What is the value of log 100? If I were you, I would say log 100 base 10. How do I find the value? So let me use x as a value. So I can write this as 100 is equal to 10 to the power x. How many times will 10 go into 100? 10 times. That means 10 times 10 is what? 100. So it goes into it 10 times. So we will have 10 raised to the power of what? 10 raised to the power what? No? 2. Because it goes into it. 10 times 10 is 100. So we have 2 indices. So we have 10 to the power 2 is equal to 10 to the power x. So x is equal to what? 2. Therefore, the log of 100 base 10 is what? 2. Or the log of 100 is 2. Let's do a follow-up. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. And this will also establish another principle in logarithms. Okay. What if you are given the log of 1,000? What is the value of log 1,000? The value of log 1,000 can be written as log 1,000 base 10 equal to x, and this is 1,000 equal to 10 to the power x. How many times, or 10 raised to the power what will give us 1,000? So we have 10 times 10 is what? 100, right? 100 times 10 is what? 1,000. So 10 will have 3 indices. So we have 10 to the power 3 equals to 10x. Therefore, x is equal to what? 3. So, log 1,000 is equal to 3. So now, if you can remember what we did before, we said log 10 is equal to 1. Log 100 is equal to 2. Log 1,000 is equal to 3. Now, if you check the number of zeros, you should get an idea of your answer. So, with this in mind, if I give you log 10,000, what is the answer? If you solve it, you will get 4. If I give you log 100,000, what is the answer? If I give you log 1,000,000, what is the answer? So this is another principle of logarithms. Because when the base is not written, it is 10. Anytime you have a log in tens, the answer will be the number of zeros you have. Log 10 is 1, log 100 is 2, log 1,000 is 3, log 10,000 4, log 100,000 5, log 1,000,000 is 6. Okay, solve this. How about log? How about this? The answer is 9. Simple. So this has established another rule or principle in logarithm. So next time I'll take you to the next step to solve more difficult questions. So today I'll end our lesson here, and I'll see you next time. If you want to learn more about logarithms or any topics in mathematics like indices, polynomials, matrices, calculus, subscribe to this channel and you will learn more. So thank you. I'll see you in the next video.